All right, here we go. Super Bowl Sunday, chili cook-off.
Super Bowl Sunday.
We got KD, aka Fresh 60, against AE Media. Look, they say this. KD's the chef. Lil Deuce said he got something to say about
Lil Deuce said jack of all trades.
So they got the chili here. We don't know which one is which. We're gonna taste test the chili. We're gonna pick the winner.
We're good. I'm hungry.
So everybody, we got this as bowl B.
Everybody do B first, and then everybody do A. All the B's are to the left.
Really on me.
You like my sweatshirt?
I like this sweatshirt. All right, here we go.
All right.
One little bite, clear your palate, then taste the other. Nigga trying to get full off a taste.
That's alright though.
Nigga trying to get full off a taste.
That first money, that ain't too bad.
Alright, I'm put that
Give you a
one.
little.
Okay.
Yeah, but y'all should have
Chili A
had
now.
a pad. But y'all can check.
Like what? Is it consistency?
Yeah.
All right, Zach, sit down, bud. This nigga act like he on what's that show called? Some on the food channel.
There was spoons. Zach would use the same spoon.
I know you gotta change the food. You might contaminate the taste.
All right, this chili A.
Deer here.
It's a deer. A deer wants me to. It's all right too. I like this nigga. A little spice to it. Okay.
Everybody hungry. That's the only. That's the one thing I know.
Let me go back.
Everybody hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my right. Yeah.
Got your little fat people dance going on. Ain't no music playing though.
So
All music playing.
all right.
Get a little something to wash it down, and then get y'all picks. Get y'all picks.
That's what we gonna do.
Put them all together. What's up?
Super chili.
All right. Y'all ready to vote?
That's gonna be a tough one, ain't it?
Vote fire.
I heard.
I'm giving that. Somebody should have crunched up one of them chips.
There is no losers.
I can say that.
They both
I don't think there's no losers today. Like both the chilies is 100. So it will be a loser.
Somebody gotta go home though.
Somebody got to lose though. Y'all. We celebrate both of y'all. Both of y'all chilies gonna get 8. Put it that way.
That's for sure. Ain't gonna be nothing left over. Cause I'm hungry. I need to get me some.
Okay.
I'm taking that to the Super Bowl party.
That's what I'm talking.
Zach. Chili A and B. Which one you got?
I love them both. B had a little sweetness, had a nice little spice to it.
Today,
Get it off, bro. We gotta record a podcast.
But then the food kind of sort that I am. I'm gonna go with chili number A.
Chili number A.
Chili letter A.
Okay.
All right.
There's one for A. Stino, who you got?
I'm still eating.
Juice, who you got?
Oh yeah.
man, they was both good, so I ain't really no loser, but I'm gonna go with Chili B.
Joe Jack, who you got?
You go with chili A. Slightly.
Slightly egg. So you got.
Slightly, because I like a chunky chili.
Okay.
And I think I tasted a sweet tomato.
Give me A.
Okay. I'm gonna go with chili A. Chili B fire though.
No, chili B. Chili. I'm getting my first bowl. I'm getting chili B.
Because chili B, they got that sweetness to
That's
it,
sweet.
and that's fire.
Yeah.
But I kind of my chili is.
So
You can't go. You can't go. No, don't throw me off. I had chili kind of sweet like that too. I just prefer spice.
I would like to.
So I can't cap like I don't
When I
like.
hit it with this cheese.
I ain't had the sweetness in the chili like that before.
When I
It
hit
was
B
fire.
with this cheese.
So y'all tell us who was the winner? Who was A and who was B?
I was B.
Champions.
Oh, KD. I should have knew because you wasn't saying too much. I feel like when everybody's going to B, you would have been. Oh.
I knew it was gonna swing
And
one.
I feel like
Animated.
temperature wise too.
Me.
Like B was hot. I mean A was hot.
Yeah.
Like temperature wise.
Oh, that's messed up.
I can't help it. I can't help
I
it.
asked him, did he cook it yesterday or today? It wasn't hot.
That probably did have some effect on it.
Yeah.
Well, give me a bowl of that 60.
Both of them fire as fuck.
That's why I said, y'all said, what you in here eating?
And it might be that super chili.
On Tuesday, I might have picked B though. You never know. The days might change by day.
Also, you a flip flop.
That 60.
Depends how I'm feeling. I might be in the mood for some sweetness.
Crunch it. Yeah. Fuck this big one.
There's him that rich one.
Oh yeah, gotta have them Ritz. I don't mess with white crackers.
Shit fire as fuck.
You see that?
This wasn't part of the deal. We're supposed to do the taste test the podcast.
Then the podcast.
You gotta go. You gotta get all set up.
Let's go. I'll give me a bowl after.
Chop it up like that.
Chopped up now. I ain't want to slop it up.
Respect.
I ain't want to slop it up.
Right.
Welcome back. Episode 86 of the Reason to Doubt
Talk up here.
podcast.
This is the Reason to Doubt podcast.
And we're back again. Another week. We here on Super Bowl Sunday. Early. I'm your host, the Supreme Pie God, Jay Sims. And to the left of me, like always, we got Mr. B yourself himself, DJ Stino. That is a nice hoodie. That is a nice sweatshirt and hat. I do like that.
Thanks.
I need some of that. Then to the right of me, we got
Look at his kicks, look at his car. All I say is
Joe Jack 2-3.
It's still a dope shoe.
That might be like the best shoe ever made.
That's arguable.
Joe Jack 2-3 is a dope shoe. To the right of him, we got and champion of the chili cook-off. We just had a chili cook-off between Lil Deuces and Fresh 60. A Media. Nice chili, y'all. Y'all know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely was pretty, scrum diddly umptious.
That's pretty good.
I'm going back.
Okay, he might know what he's doing in the kitchen, like he say.
Y'all said ain't no losers, but what Nelly say on that number one?
Oh, that's lose. That's just something.
Two is not a winner. Nobody remembers.
I'm just saying.
Steen know I can get down, man. He just for the sake of the argument, he'll never
What? I don't give you a problem.
Did you say you put him to sleep one day?
put him to sleep one day. We're gonna put that picture up there too. Put that picture up there
A
too.
lot of alcohol involved in this. I'm gonna tell the truth.
That's all you can do.
It was in his pork eating days. It was a mascacholi ground beef, Italian sausage, cheese everywhere.
It was crazy.
It was fish at the grease. Oh my God.
Hennessy.
Yeah, it was definitely cognac involved, but it was 2-3 in the evening. You know what I'm saying? I say it was the food.
Night.
It had to be.
That changed the story up a little bit.
2-3 in the evening.
How you remember that and I don't remember that?
You can tell from the pictures. Daytime, you sit right in front of the blinds. But
I probably was up all night.
all that could have
So
been
you
a
ain't
factor.
giving them that the food was that good.
No, it was.
It just didn't put you to
It
sleep.
didn't give you the
My man can
itis.
cook. My man can cook.
Did it or did not give you the itis?
Itis.
I say I was drunk.
I will say one thing.
But I
After all that talking, this is the first time that KD ever provided a meal.
Because
To the
in the
podcast.
words of Fred 60, I ain't
Ain't this the first time?
You hungry motherfuckers.
Man.
Well, my honor was on the line, so I had to defend the house honor.
He did get
You know what I'm
challenged.
saying?
Challenge!
Yeah.
We start challenging more often.
Yeah.
What you,
What's next?
Bet you can't make no pasta. Pasta. Jerk chicken. Bet you can't make none of that jerk chicken. That's city.
Lamb chops.
Motherfuckers talking about how good they lamb chops is. I bet ain't nobody ever.
Bet you can't make no lamb chops.
The gas.
I'm
he,
just
don't,
saying.
he the only one show up with the lamb chop. Thought it was a competition.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what you're talking
They
about.
was all lamb at the stove, bro, so we just gonna eat you.
Yeah, but
I brought salad.
we from all sides.
Fuck no me.
Oh man, but this is episode 86. Thank you for all the listeners. Thank you for all the new subscribers, new supporters. Reasons Out Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, manscaped.com. Go there to get all your men's grooming products. They got the Weed Whacker. They got the Lawnmower 3.0. The Weed Whacker is for them nose hairs, ear hairs. You know, it's hard to get with them clippers and stuff. You know, use that Weed Whacker to get it right up out of there for you. They got anything below the waist grooming for men. The Lawnmower 3.0 is a waterproof trimmer, non-nick, got an LED light on it. Everything you need. They're going to get you right, man. Go to manscaped.com, use the promo code DOUBTIT, get 20% off and free shipping. That's promo code DOUBTIT. Now back to the show. Super Bowl Sunday. I think we already had all our picks.
Yeah, TB12.
Going with Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady sold his soul to the devil, so I think you'd be a fool betting against him. But
So to
had,
that deep.
it's had to, brother. Man, 50 years old, man. The Super. What are you doing in the Super Bowl?
They're 43.
What are you doing?
I think that's 100 in football year. But they're saying they're gonna lose to young Patty Mahomes.
They
Baby
the
goat.
underdog, but it's Brady.
Brady gonna get hurt, and that's what all the fans gonna blame it on.
Damn.
I'm calling it,
You calling on an injury?
and it was gonna be a woulda, coulda, shoulda. But
Dude,
They
Who
boy.
cares?
dude, you know, dude from
Well, I seen this one backup one time. You know, took a team won the Super Bowl. Nick Foles, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see what jersey I got on? I'm wearing this Super Bowl party.
That's not
And I
Nick
got Super Bowl
Foles.
hat.
it ain't a Nick Foles jersey.
Eagles jersey. I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not a fan of these players like some people just chasing wherever the white man go.
damn. That's crazy.
Put it like that.
Is he not?
I ain't chasing nobody.
Oh, you chasing me.
I wouldn't chase these. Never mind.
You're a drink.
Never mind.
These shots.
So y'all been seeing the internet been going crazy. We here in the Midwest. We got the St. Lunatics broke up. It's getting real messy with them.
Messy.
Shout out to Keywan that was on our show. Member of the St. Lunatics. Check that out if y'all haven't seen it. Episode 43. Give a lot of insight on the upbringing, up and coming of the St. Lunatics, how they made country grammar, how they did it. Seemed like everything was all good just a week ago.
Yeah.
But Ali and Nelly have been having back and forth. Nelly did a podcast in St. Louis.
or radio show or
I
whatever.
was not a fan of
One of the worst interviews I've ever seen in my fucking life.
One of the worst hosts.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shout out to everybody else that was involved in that. But the one person that was like hosting and stuff,
That big nose nigga.
it was a terrible interview. But that's just something though, like people see this podcast and stuff and the radio hosts and stuff. I don't know how long that brother been doing that or anything like that. But from what the looks of it, people look at this stuff like it's a lick.
Mm-hmm.
They just get into this. Oh, I know Ali, I know Nelly. I can start a radio show. I can start a podcast, and we can chop it up. But they don't know how to interview somebody. They don't do the work to figure out what this stuff is, and they just get in there. And you have something like that. You have one of the biggest artists of all time in any genre of music.
They rarely talk to anybody.
They rarely do interviews with anybody. I don't even think Nelly been on Drink Champs or anything yet.
To come to your
That's what
show.
he said.
And
He said
I could have been
went
anywhere.
to. I could have went to Drink Champ.
And it's like,
Nori would have been on him. So let me tell you. So I don't mean to cut you off, but
but he came to your show and you do that. You know, like you arguing with the man. You obviously one-sided. You was biased on everything you was asking and stuff.
Yeah.
You answering questions for him.
cutting him off.
Like that was terrible. Like I watched it, but it took me a couple times to watch. Cause I kept turning it off. I'm like, man, this is terrible. Like it was annoying. It was pissing me off.
It was argumentative. And like I mentioned, Nori. Like Nori, I don't mean to cut you off, but Nori will say something like he'll big you up or try to make a valid point.
Yeah.
Every time he cut him off, it was argumentative. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like you about to make this man mad. He don't want to talk no more. I thought he was gonna leave.
I thought it was because he liked that. He definitely arrogant motherfucker. He definitely would have dipped out.
I
Like,
thought
okay, I
he
ain't got to
was
do this. I'm gone.
I thought he was gonna
He
leave.
You know,
toughed it out.
but he wouldn't even been mad. He wouldn't nothing been.
Yeah, he would have been rightful. He'd been rightful.
Right, but I think they got a relationship with that dude. I think he know him. You know, and that's even why he went on the show. So I think that was even the reason why dude felt like he can go back and forth. I ain't saying don't stand on whatever you stand on. Don't be a man. Just let people say whatever they gonna say.
That man was taking the streets word off of you got the fucking the proof right here. You listening? Well, the streets told her.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you my story.
And Nelly, he asked him like, who?
Who? Yeah.
Why you ain't naming your sources? Because they say a lot. They've been talking for a long time. They say a lot. They think they know everything, but facts is facts.
But I made a post. I made a post on IG, and I stand on it. You want to do an interview? You don't want to worry about the host. All in the interview, cutting you off, trying to defend, arguing. Come to Reason to Doubt podcast.
Suge
That
60.
Yeah.
No, but hey, that's a fact. And it was many things to take out a Nelly interview. And I haven't seen. I am gonna find it and watch it. I haven't seen Ali when he was on that
See
show.
his take, yeah.
But I seen Ali on his Instagram. And shout out to Ali for posted the Kiwan interview on his page and whatnot. I had a small conversation with Ali and shit. We definitely gonna link up and talk to him one day. But like with us, I ain't got no side. Like, I don't care either way. I would just love to hear people's conversations.
The other side.
But there was many things in there like you could take out. Like, damn, well that's some real shit. And even shit Nelly said, I don't know about that. I might have handled something a different way and stuff like that. So it's a good conversation. It could have been a great conversation. It was a terrible conversation, but Nelly made some good points. I can say. Here go one thing, huh?
No, I was gonna say, and it's always two sides to a story.
Yeah.
You know, so and who's to say like, damn, Nelly rich, so he's obviously telling the truth. That ain't always true.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
You know,
ain't nobody trying to discredit Ali. You know, calling him a liar. We don't know.
But I was telling Joe Jackson, right? People can experience things differently. Like I was telling, like it could be an example. Like all four of us could go out to a club, right? And we can go there, and me and Steen like,
It's popping.
man, it's popping. It was some bitches in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was girls everywhere. We was kicking it. You two could have been at the same party. Maybe y'all didn't like them girls in there. Maybe y'all didn't like the music
it wasn't
or the vibe.
It was dead.
It was trash to me. But me and Stino had a great time, and we went to the same place. Now, is me and Steen lying? If we had a ball and y'all didn't have a good
It's
time?
your perspective.
Exactly, and that's why I think a lot of stuff happens. It could be a situation where, like, they came up. That's good. It's good. It could be a situation where something happened, and Ali could feel like he did more than what he did. And he might have did that. But Nelly felt like, shit, I could have did that without you. I didn't need your help on that. And Ali might have felt, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have, you know, I think it's a lot of that going on with this situation, man. And I think that's something that people look at, like, they might call somebody a liar or that ain't how it happened. But that was just your perspective on it. Like, through the lens of your eyes, like,
You
that's how
ain't
you
see it
thought.
the same way.
Exactly. Here go one thing Nelly said. We had a little small discussion.
For 10 years or 15 years, nobody has ever called my office saying I want a St. Lunatic show. They've all called my office saying I want a Nelly show. Right. Meaning what? Meaning the money is for a Nelly show. Whether they come along or not, I get this same money. But if I take them with me, it costs me money. Facts. So for 15 years, you're not bringing in a dime. You are a liability. For 15 years. But I still do it. I take you out on the show. I pay you. It don't matter what I pay you, I'm paying you. If you could do better, you would. If you could do better, you would. You would. Why?
That was slick.
So
Mo
that,
had
I
us-
think KD had a good perspective on
Which,
that. Like,
yeah, I did. I heard the clip and just that clip before I watched the whole interview, and like I said, I had one perspective on it. My perspective was he cleared it up. he cleared it up in the beginning of the interview. So I spoke premature, but I was saying that you said for the last 15 years they only asking for Nelly, but a boss tell the promoters, you know what I'm saying, you don't get Nelly unless you get to St. Lunatic. So he could have put that move out there, but he said earlier in the interview that's what he was about, and that's how the Lunatics even got their chance, because he wasn't gonna sign unless the Lunatics came, and he put everybody with
Option to get a solo deal after the deal.
Yeah, he gave everybody the opportunity to eat, to be put on.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
was super slick. That's something like kind of how Wu-Tang deals was.
Yeah.
Basically, when he signed, Nelly signed, he had there, if I sell this amount of records, the Lunatics get a deal, and each of the Lunatics get a solo project deal. And I think that's
in the previous Keywan told that story before we even heard it from Nelly, so I gotta say that's pretty solid.
And that's what I'm saying. And when Keywan was on the show, he was on there saying, like, basically, because I asked him a lot of these questions. Like, we asked him these questions, because I asked him, like, why you never came up with a solo album and stuff like that. And Nelly was kind of like,
they had two different perspectives on that too. Keywan said that just wasn't him. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? Nelly said it was because he didn't want to put the work in.
Yeah.
And do the album. He'd rather ride the coattails of the rest of the members.
But that's pretty much what Keywan said.
He
He just said it in a nicer way.
He said it in a nice way.
Pretty much, like, if you got an opportunity to make a solo album, you like, I ain't that ain't me.
He said that ain't me. Yeah.
Same thing. But I'm looking. But me too. Like, I'm a hustler. I want to grind for something, stuff like that. So I'm looking at him when he even said that. I'm thinking in my head, like, why the fuck wouldn't you want to do that? You know, and then
You got the opportunity.
If you're a rapper, like that should be your dream.
And that's what Nelly was looking at. Like, nigga, he didn't want it.
Yeah, he didn't want it, because even if you don't feel like doing it, you know what I'm saying, you can make your album, or not even a St. Lunatic album, but in a sense, throw all these niggas on the track. You can find 12 tracks and put out your album. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Keywan album, but every song got a lunatic on there, but you know what I'm saying? It's still your.
I've
it's
seen
still,
it done before.
It's still
That's
your
like
bag.
Dame Dash.
I've seen it
They
done
thought
before.
Kanye was whack.
Yeah.
So they were saying we're gonna give this
We
man
could
an
just put
album.
Jay. We could
We're
put
gonna
Jay on
we're
every
gonna-
record.
He said we're gonna put Cam on every record at the time. Like they was trying to make
Yeah.
damn near part of Dipset. We're gonna put Cam on every record, like they say. But then Kanye actually.
He was
And ain't
good.
no telling what can happen with music. That I feel Nelly 100%. Keywan could have possibly made an album and it could have just had some hits on it. And it could have popped.
One or two.
You know what I'm saying? It could have popped off. You know, but that's just that St. Lunatics conversation is always gonna be interesting because they were so big at one point and it just seemed like it just went away. Like it's a lot of unknown answers, like how Murphy Lee, fam, he went platinum and never had another album. Who does that? Like, you know, like who has success on that level and never does it, do it again? And then even the St. Lunatic album, like that was a good ass album and shit.
He was saying that I guess Universal was behind that, but it's still a story. Like
Yeah.
what really happened?
What really?
And then we got but I'm sure this situation ain't over. Ali, he been going on his Instagram for 3 days now.
3 days? I thought it was a week.
Yeah, well, nonstop. But since Nelly did the interview, like he's been
He's salty
jumping up
about
clip.
that.
I mean, it's a big deal, you know. Anytime we make it, to the larger platforms, your world star, you know what I'm saying?
He need to give us that interview, man. We get we get the facts out there, man. Murph owes an interview too, if I ain't mistaken.
It's coming.
We're gonna have them all run through here. You know what I'm saying?
But we bring the podcast to you.
All that.
So another thing that I've been seeing on the timeline the whole day, they've been making the crazy jokes about Lil Uzi Vert with the
And it's Joel.
with the diamond in his forehead and shit. How y'all feel about Lil Uzi with the $24 million stone implanted in his forehead?
I ain't a fan of none of that. I mean, just in my opinion, like the tattoos on the face, any type of, I don't like none of that. So
Shit, I think first of all he had that motherfucker malfunction. I see the clip of it. He was bleeding. He had blood in his eye. He twisted. I guess it twisted, or he was fadangling with the motherfucker too much.
I think it's just a piercing,
it
so it's
started
gonna be
bleeding.
swelling and it's probably a bleed.
I think it probably got caught on the sweater.
Yeah. No, that motherfucker was bleeding.
You know, no,
dermal, yeah.
he tried to put a sweater on, and then
Snatched it
hook.
up.
A lot of people though, they make it a
Got caught on
big
the
deal.
sweater.
Is it hating if somebody say, "Man, nigga, that ain't $24 million diamond"?
I don't.
Like I see a lot of people saying that,
How would they know?
and but that's the thing. I don't know if it's. I don't know enough about diamonds to tell you if that's a $24 million stone.
I don't know.
But I feel like if somebody tell you something and you don't really know that person, you get to tell them how much something costs, or and you really don't know.
You too concerned.
That's hating, man. Like, chill out.
Unless okay, like say a real diamond dish, you know what I'm saying, distro or something like. Oh no, that ain't.
Unless
And
they
that's different because they know.
Yeah, they
That's their
came
ball
out like,
game.
nope, he fronting.
Because this diamond and that
Still
that
kinda
shit
hating.
like that.
Yeah, because they ain't
Still
know.
kinda hating.
Still, like if you give your opinion though, it's because somebody asked you, I'll just throw you a little credit. But
If you just
people
come
was
out,
getting up on their platforms like Charlamagne.
they
like,
Googled
he
his
was-
net worth.
Like
and they
Charlamagne was just like, if y'all think he spent $24 million on that diamond, y'all fucking stupid as hell, shit like that. Like it could be capped. But at the same, for you to get on your platform and just go out your way to
say
discredit somebody, like
Or it could be like, you know, you buy some jewelry and the tag say 50,000, but they'll execute it for 3,500. Like that's probably how it was.
I mean, I'm sure its appraisal is like crazy or something like that.
You know how
But-
it is. You know,
But just think about it. I think though, it's a couple of ways you look at it. It is like crazy though. Like if that's like that's to put it, that's dangerous as hell to put it out there that you spent $24 million on that stone. Like that
Bounty on
Thanos,
your-
that
bounty
Thanos-
on your head.
That Thanos meme where Thanos pulling that stone out of his head, stuff like that. But they gonna be trying to do that for real though. Like,
Fuck yeah.
Own that.
and even, say if it is fake, it's out there that it's worth $24 million. I never heard Lil Uzi say it's worth $24 million, but like people saying that is dangerous in itself. Like Like for them to
Did he
even,
say he said it?
he said he spent a lot of millions. on it.
The clip I seen. He said he put a post out. He said he been paying for it since 2016, 16 or 17. So
He did say that, but
4
he
years
just
of
never put
4
a
years
price
of
on it.
payment. Shit, you.
He never threw a price on it. Though.
What if you lose that motherfucker? The motherfuckers lose their earrings all the time. So you up on stage dancing, doing your thing, and your jewel hit the ground and bounce.
I heard him say it's insured though,
And
so he might lose it by accident anyway.
Somebody gonna run up on that boy with it.
underneath the couch.
And he said if it come out the wrong way, he could die. If it gets snatched out, took out the wrong way, he said he could
Somebody's coming for that. Get your car keys and try to peel that mug off his head.
die. Now look, I got another thing about it where I think Lil Uzi a genius for doing that, right? It's still like a big thing. It's 2 weeks old. It's still like a big thing. Like people keep talking about this man got this diamond in his forehead. Lil Uzi is a very popular artist at this time, though. But think about all the people that got their things. With like Flavor Flav, right? You don't know who cares about Flavor Flav. He ain't had a hit. TV show ain't been out in 20 years. He ain't had a hit in 40 years.
Big clock.
That clock, he popped. That's Flavor Flav.
This is
That's a
trademark.
signature.
His trademark.
Trademark. You know what I'm saying? On the smallest, it's other people you can say, but that's just something that popped in mind. Like Flavor Flav got the clock. But Uzi gonna be known forever. Like people that never even heard his songs. That's to do with the diamond in the middle of his head. Like he can fall off and shit like that. Because the more stuff open up, he gonna get more. Because he's popping at the time. But like 20 years down the line, he got old ass man at the awards. Like, but he got the diamond still in his forehead. Like he
Hell
always.
no, he fall off. He gonna be at the pawn shop. Like, what can I get for this? That boy.
But even if he do,
They like, let me see. They pulling him by the neck and shit. Let me see what it's worth.
he might take it out, but he probably always have a stone in there. Like he might have a fake stone. But I feel like that's some he created something where it's always gonna be him. Like that's what that's something hard. When you're an entertainer, you need a thing. Like you know, I feel like that's his thing.
It ain't his thing until you rap about it. Until you put it in a rap
Oh, it's gonna be-
in a clever way.
Oh, it's gonna
You know,
be-
talk about the cleverest way. Or I see a picture of him and the light hitting the diamond just right,
You can't
and
even
it's
see
shining. Yeah,
Can't
like
even see his face.
until he got hit those 2 marks, it ain't shit.
But if you invest millions of dollars, that's gonna be a big part of his thing now, his career. I think you know, and then once people start, and that's when Sauce Walker. We talked about it when he got the diamond in his face.
In his face.
It's messed up, but this is how the game works. The more famous person do something, that's who's gonna get known.
Credit.
We gonna know that Sauce Walker is the one that did it first and whatnot.
There's actually another cat who he had a small scale diamond in his dome. I can't think of his name. They say he did it first, and Uzi.
Lil B. They said
I
that
don't
was
recall.
they said
I
that
don't
was a
recall.
sticker. But yeah, Lil B is like the most influential rapper of all time.
The Middle Easterns been doing that shit for a long time.
That's not the same thing.
It is the same
It's a
thing.
sticker.
Huh?
It's like a tattoo. It's not a diamond.
Man, they've been doing that shit for a long time.
It's a diamond. Look like a diamond to me. It's ruby. Matter of
I had
fact,
to call it.
Shout out to Lil Uzi, man.
Well,
Yes.
Lil Uzi said, I ain't gonna play that. Lil Uzi said some shit the other day that made me think. Shout out to Lil Uzi, man.
I ain't listen to that rock
Them
star.
gangsters gonna be on him. Them gangsters gonna be on his ass.
Lil Boosie. Lil Uzi, he done ran down a couple niggas himself, you know. So like any,
niggas
I don't think he tripping like that, like how you think he tripping. Shout out to Lil Uzi. Shout out to Philly. Kodak Black Free. Y'all listen to Kodak Black?
A little bit.
I like a couple of songs.
I like Kodak.
Kodak Stein. Kodak
Got all that jewelry.
got a iced out N95 mask, nigga. Yeah, got a mask. A mask.
Ice.
Diamonds on. I said, oh, he clowning. N95 though. He ain't tripping.
He ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Fresh out.
Shout out to Kodak, man. Looking healthy, looking nice shape. You know, he was a little heavy when he went in. Hope he just get focused on me to stay out of trouble, man. People love Kodak though.
He
Like
got a nice fan base.
the young boys and stuff like that.
think Kodak. Some people.
But Kodak though, he had me fooled though, like, cause first time I ever heard that No Flocking. I like everybody like that song, stuff like that. But
classic.
then I would just hear something. I'm like, I don't really know you got like his flow and stuff got me off and shit. But then it was
That No Flocking kind of like that. What up?
with the Yo Gotti.
Yeah,
Like anthem wise,
kind of like.
not yet. It ain't not yet.
You don't think
It's
so?
good.
Like,
It's
in
top.
that
It's top.
category.
To
I
that
would,
generation,
It's
that's
top
good.
tier.
I would put it in that category.
It's top
You
tier.
play
Yeah.
that like people. It's one of them
10
anthems where
years
somebody
ago.
rapping word for word. That shit come on. It ain't even like ain't nobody dancing.
Yeah.
That's them joints. Everybody in the club just rapping. Everybody turning their rapper. Everybody get their rapper hands going. Yeah, it made Cardi B career. You know,
I would put it up there.
He
At
made
least in the same
did that.
category.
He made he made a song, and now one of the biggest artists in the world is a superstar off of his flow,
Remaking
remaking his song. So shout out to Kodak, but yeah, but what I was saying, like people put me on to certain things. I'm like, oh no, he really rapping. You know, like he really be saying some things like if you really listen to him. So I like Kodak, man. Hope he stay out of trouble. That man be in and out of jail forever.
In the streets.
In the street, he in the streets.
Kind of both.
18 years ago, though, a classic from our generation came out. I think one of the greatest albums made in the past 20 years. 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying 18 years ago. That made me just think we old as hell.
In other words,
But I didn't need to hit a gunshot. Nine gunshots.
You ever had one of them G-Unit tanks?
Never had one.
There you go, T.
Never had one of them.
Yeah, one.
It was popular.
Yeah,
a lot of y'all out there that had them.
You're a tank guy. You ain't have
Oh
one?
yeah,
I had no
Zach
damn
had
tank.
little muscles and shit back then and shit when that shit.
Yeah,
popping.
G-Unit tank? Little 35
When
cent
that was
over
popping,
there.
I probably weighed.
Look
Like,
at you, little 40
I
cent.
just had
40 cent back there.
my brother Anthony used to rock them joints though. He used to double them,
Yeah.
double them up. Like
Double
a red
tank.
and black with red and black shoes or something.
Ooh.
Anthony used to go crazy with them joints too. Man had the do rag, like red and black do rag, headband, all that. I swear.
Terrible.
But that's what's
Hung
crazy.
hung upside down on the monkey bars.
That's the crazy part about
Taking the
trends, though.
picture.
You look back on shit like that. Shit look crazy. That shit look stupid. Like
Just
even how we wore our clothes back then.
Baggy.
Even like you know what some dumb shit that people used to do that look dumb as shit to me now. Like wearing a do rag and then putting a hat on top of the do rag. That looks dumb as shit. Like
Depending on if you trying to hold them waves down, man.
You ain't never had waves.
no, but styling though, like that. I understand. Like that was at the club like that. Fuck
with
you-
the white do rag
Yes,
and
that-
the
it
blue
wasn't.
hat.
It just wasn't like
with
I'm
the white
trying.
and blue
That's
joint.
that's cool. I'm talking about that was your fit that night. You know what I'm saying? Big
Big
ass
do-rag.
jersey, big ass sweats,
fuck them
Echo
up
sweats.
though.
Yeah,
matching do
Look
rag.
at that fool back there. He got a do-rag on his can't.
right there, Nelly. King of that. Nelly wore two.
Your boy.
Nelly wore two headbands.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah, king of that.
Kim said.
That's a legendary picture right there. We're gonna give him Jimmy in a minute too. They pulled up at the Grammys like that. Shout out to Dipset. That was the trend. I got G50 up here.
Nah.
You throw 50 up there?
Yeah, I might have to go get Richard Die Trying up there, man. That's a classic album. That's an album you turn on. It was a meme. It said like what is it? If aliens came or some shit, you had to play them one album
With no skills.
with no skips, like a hip hop album, like explaining them like what gangster rap is, some shit like that. Well, I seen a lot of people put like Get Rich or Die Trying, like I play them that.
And they just start tripping.
Shooting up shit.
Laser guns though.
Oh, that's what y'all on?
Oh, okay.
But that's a great album though, man. That came out in 2003. What else was popping? What was y'all on in 2003?
Shit.
Priming, almost priming.
Smoking.
Junior year high school.
Junior year.
Starting, you know what I'm saying? Varsity started, you know what I'm saying? Looking good, you know what I'm saying? Feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Banging a little bit.
You peaked early.
Huh?
You peaked early. That was his highlight of his life. High school.
I didn't pay.
You see how his eyes
Still
glint?
there. I see-
Damn.
I remember that though.
High school
Yeah.
was the man, homie.
I never had that itchiation. You know what I'm saying? I was just oneself in high school, you know, oneself, and then still peaking. I'm still getting better.
Better with time.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing shit.
Making kids.
Baby.
Trying to give me some money.
8th grade. I wasn't trying to get no money.
You was in 8th grade?
I was in 8th grade with 50.
Young as
Oh
fuck.
boy, them little young
Nah.
punk over here.
Kindergarten.
That nigga was in kindergarten. Lil Juice was in kindergarten.
Yeah. He's sitting in the back minding his business. They got a do-rag on him.
We had to put you in.
That dude, a snotty nose punk too. Snaggle teeth. All that. Kindergarten, that's when he was fucked.
You got snaggle teeth.
I know all about teeth. They little goddamn.
Probably on the playground racing
They ain't had no
people.
braces.
Shoes off.
Playing tag with the girls.
Yeah, big as a motherfucker.
Big head kid.
Big head, snotty nose, funny looking. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Kindergarten.
That kindergarten phase was fucked up for a lot of them.
Oh,
03?
That's the 03, the biggest debut in hip hop history. Debut album, 50 Cent.
That was cold.
I
ass
think
shit.
Snoop was number one before that. But you look at, think how much hip hop changed since then, though.
I know where I was at. I'm still there though. I went back to 03. Players Ball, nigga, at Carbondale when that city came out. That's where I was at. Me a little tired of Big Key.
Ooh, that's no hole.
Huh?
No hole.
No, that
Carbondale.
You
We
can't
had
get no
a ball.
calls at the Players Ball.
no, we had we shared a hotel room. We shared a hotel room. It was like a double bed hotel room and with no towels left after. Them honeys was wiping themselves off with bed sheets afterwards. It was with no towels.
What had happened?
Huh?
Hold on, what?
What had
You leaving
happened?
out so many details.
Wait a minute.
I just
You just said they wiping themselves off.
wiping themselves with no towels left.
It went from double
fuck?
bedroom.
Listen, dude.
No towels.
What
Wipe
was the
their
story?
ass.
You just left.
No.
You left out the.
He went from here to there.
Because I visualized it. I visualized it.
Why did you go here like?
Read the chapter of the book and flip it over.
I visualized
This is
it.
good in his book.
So look, what did you have? A water balloon fight? The fuck? You had a water balloon fight or something? What happened?
Long story short.
No, make a short story long.
Long story
Come on,
short.
podcast.
So many young ladies went through that hotel room. We ran out of towels twice.
Who called STD?
Huh?
Hey, water balloon fight.
What? Who had STD?
I don't know how your boys was getting done. But you know what I'm saying? Being my guy had the rubber strapped on extra tight.
Okay.
Then why what towels for?
I said the females was wiping themselves with sheets. So after you get done having sex, sometimes we want to wash up. Female want to wash up. So it was so many females that came through there that weekend. We ran out of towels twice. So the last batch of females had to wipe themselves with sheets to clean themselves up.
I was kicking it.
I was nasty. That was the old me though. Players Ball 2002.
Clinic on Tuesday.
That's like an STD. I don't know.
What about it?
It sounded like a good time. I came front. It sounded like a good time.
That's not a good time
I
too.
thought they were pissing on him or something first.
Ooh,
That-
Kale?
He did no. I ain't gonna say what I thought. I didn't
I just
really think nothing.
visualized
It just left. He just left it up to imagination. It could have been anything going on.
I just said water balloon fight, super soaker fight. I don't know
No,
what
because
the fuck
I was visualizing like
One.
I was visualizing
You been
the
back to Players
situation.
Ball?
Where the fuck y'all sleep at after all this shit?
In the beds.
Ugh.
Well, no shit.
I said the sheets was that was the last day.
Last group.
See what I'm saying?
It was already nasty.
Them beds was nasty.
I ain't listen. They change the sheets every day.
Hotel rooms is disgusting.
They are, if you think about it.
Never use the comforter, fella. They don't wash it.
They don't wash.
No, I don't wash it.
Who told you that?
You worked at a hotel before?
I know some people who work at a hotel. I used to live in a hotel when I was short. My mom used to work at a hotel.
Yeah, travel out the hotel.
Hey, dude, that's why hotel sheets is white. because they want you to know that how clean they is. Any other color would show.
But
I
you
ain't
know,
gonna
you
lie.
said Red Roof Inn, Motel 6 and cheap joint. It'd be the flower joint. Never used that joint.
Yeah, that's trifling.
I don't recall what hotel, but it wasn't the Roach Motel. It was a good hotel.
It could be a Comfort Inn, Days Inn. They don't wash the seats.
It don't matter where I go. I'm gonna stay at a really nice hotel, and I be in that motherfucker knocked out, all up under them nasty ass covers. I ain't
When
gonna
you at a
lie.
nice hotel, it's different though. Like they just said, they got white
glowing.
house. They do wash them.
All the
Covers trifling
The
as
majority
hell.
of the hotels that I stay, like
Mine
the
don't matter.
The linens is white. The linens is white. They white
Stay
for a
at nice
reason.
hotel.
And
talking about
all
them.
type of shit. D Brown. That's when Illinois was in the Final Four. Was it? Did they make it to the championship?
Final Four.
D. Brown,
Final Four.
Lupe.
D Brown and them. That was the same weekend. It's coming back to me, man.
But what I was saying though, like this thing about how much hip hop changed. We got Lil Uzi, one of the biggest stars in hip hop. Like he like borderline gay. You know what I'm saying? Like he like.
What my man say? I ain't never
The
listened to his
sassy
music, but I know
He
he
like the
sissified.
metrosexual.
He is sissified.
Like he like
Man,
Prince. They
paint
put
on
him like Prince.
No,
Charleston.
Like he
I know he is
metrosexual.
sissified.
He C-pose, sit gay.
That's how the
gay
Playboy Cardi is though.
Yeah, but think about when.
Or Rich the Kid.
Think about 03 when 50 Cent was the biggest artist. It was
He looked like- he
it
looked-
was none of that shit going on.
He looked like he had just got out the joint.
Like, but just imagine what somebody like that was trying to rap at that time. That shit ain't happening.
He wouldn't have survived.
Album with somebody talking gay about Ja Rule.
Yeah, like that was funny
Like,
back then.
like that's like how despised it was. Like not saying Ja Rule was gay, but he was like,
that was the biggest diss,
Jeffrey
calling him gay.
Atkins.
Tata Delicious.
yeah.
That wasn't my favorite.
That's like two of the biggest dis, like being Uncle Tom or being gay. Motherfucker, you them fighting words.
Or snitch.
Or snitch. At that time, them was fighting words.
No,
At
back
that
then.
at that time is what I'm
Man,
saying.
you can be anything.
Yeah, now yeah. You could be a Uncle Tom gay snitch.
Snitch.
Like
Punk ass,
all that.
punk ass bitch.
All that.
It's a lot of niggas that got that trifecta though.
3P. But then I'm saying but still surviving out here though.
Yeah.
Without a
With
word.
that trifecta.
Without a word.
You like on 2K where they had all the emblem, the things at the bottom.
Like lockdown defender,
Yeah, all
three-point
that.
shot.
You all that.
You a snitch, you gay.
You got all of that. Like a creative player out here.
I don't know. You a Pop-Tart sweetheart, you soft in the middle. I used to like that part. R.I.P. to a St. Louis legend, Leon Spinks, heavyweight champion of the world. Former heavyweight champion of the world. He passed away.
Gold medalist.
He was Olympic gold medalist also. Yeah.
76.
Black History Month.
He beat Muhammad Ali.
He the one he beat.
Then he came. Then
Talking
mom,
about then
Mumbly.
what you call it? Beat the fuck out of him.
Let's not diss the dead. Man.
no, that's
Golly.
part of
Talking
boxing.
about boxing.
I don't think that's this.
We're talking about boxing.
We talk about boxing.
He said beat the fuck.
He did.
Okay, bro. Like,
I didn't know we could. I didn't know if we died we could talk about your losses in a professional
Part of
sport.
boxing.
At your funeral, we can talk about the nigga that whooped you.
Hey,
beat the fuck out of Kenny.
If that's
man.
what if that's what one chooses to do, but I didn't know you couldn't talk about stats after you died.
It's a way of talking. You could have said he lost. He lost. You put the sauce on it, my man. Like that's what the
That's
problem
exactly
is.
what
what
happened.
happened.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm with KD. I'm with KD on this one.
All right, it's a good thing too. So Larry King died, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it. The dude, what's his name? Piers Morgan. He took over Larry King's show after Larry King retired from CNN.
Mm-hmm.
So when he did that, he excuse me, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can.
I wish I get some money.
Yeah. Keep it down. So Piers Morgan, right? After he took over the job, Larry King threw some shade at Piers Morgan. Like, I can't remember exactly what he said verbatim, but he ain't that good of an interview. He boring and shit like that. So they didn't have a good relationship at all. When Larry King dies, Piers Morgan says, "R.I.P. to Larry King, legendary journalist. You know what I'm saying? Interviewer, but." He died and he had multiple wives and stuff, so he should know about This the fuck
Not
out
the
of him.
same thing.
This the fuck. I'm bringing this up.
Okay.
This the fuck out of him after he did. I'm on something totally different. I ain't talking about Leon Spinks no more. After somebody die, if you wasn't cool with them, is it still cool just to shit on them even when they die? Like if they die,
No, well,
I feel like if they die,
that's
you won.
no, that's disrespecting the dead.
That's like old girl did Kobe. Like
Yeah, that's
very
disrespecting
similar
the
to
dead.
that.
But you got a dude named Big Fendi. He fabulous manager, Kid manager. So Big Fendi took a picture on Instagram. I'm here at my biggest hater's funeral just to make sure this hating ass nigga dead. Like it went viral. Like
Larry King?
No,
Oh,
Big
somebody
Fendi took a
else.
picture at somebody's funeral.
Oh.
It was just a big debate. Like people were saying, if I ain't fuck with you when you was alive, when you dead, it still fuck you and stuff like that.
I think it is. Like if it's beef like that, like if it's real beef, it is like that for me.
Fuck.
I mean, I ain't finna just go. Yeah, that's what that bitch ass nigga got. I would never say that, but carry on.
Still, I ain't gonna find nothing good to say about
And
it.
that,
I'm just not gonna say
that's how I
nothing.
feel about it. Like I ain't gotta have no good words. To say
I don't
about
gotta
you.
say nothing.
I ain't
about
gonna
it.
say nothing though.
Yeah.
Like
it's probably like why you talking to me about that? nigga?
Like
Go
yeah,
out
it's like man, my old boy died. Fuck with the dude anyway. Like you knew that though.
It's a couple of niggas that's gonna get that Ivan Drago meme if they die. If he dies, he died. I gave one nigga that already. Yeah.
if I feel like you shouldn't go out your way to throw something to him though, but I feel like it's a grace period too. Like if somebody die, like you shouldn't get no like. And I'm saying like this is not an enemy or something. I'm not gonna joke on you when you die. I'm not gonna crack a joke on you like the day you die or some shit like that. Let
No,
it
that's
breathe.
that's
Let it
that's
breathe.
hard. That's
let
heartless.
it let it breathe a little bit.
That's heartless.
Like I ain't gonna say he got the shit beat out of him. I'll have to die. But
No, I mean, to me, I think it's different. Like I said, I'm with KD on this one, which that don't happen all the time. KD normally with KD, but that man was a boxer. Like that dude fought for a living.
Yeah.
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that come with the territory.
He ain't got the shit beat out of him.
I mean, if he didn't just lose.
I mean, it's a win and loss. Like,
You've seen wins and losses. You see people get the shit beat out of them.
There's a difference.
It is a huge difference.
R.I.P. Leon Spinks, man. Shout out to Michael Spinks, Corey Spinks, all the Spinks. It's Super Bowl Sunday, man. So we're gonna shout out to Nick Cannon. He coming back to Wild 'N Out.
Is he a?
What y'all think about that? The white, they got fired. They took the show away from him, saying
He
anti-Semitic
apologized for the comments.
for a
Just
year.
comments, just like most people do.
Some will call him like a sellout. I just say he trying to get back to the bag.
Trying to get back to the bag. I hope he worked out some ownership in this comeback.
Probably not.
It's the
Usually
same
when you
thing
make a
can happen.
mistake, you don't negotiate up.
Well, yeah, but that's. I mean, he might have found out what type of bad position he was in when he got fired, and when he come back to the table, like, hey, you think I can get a few crumbs this time?
More, please.
Yeah.
You know, I never felt like people was clowning him for like basically like apologizing and stuff like that. I feel like if you misspeak, if you don't really mean what you just said, you spoke wrong, you should apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Like what he said, like it wasn't always true, and it was, you know, if he didn't feel
He
that way,
didn't
he should
think.
say it.
He probably didn't think it all the way out before he
It's
said
kind of
it.
like the Nelly. Well, it ain't kind of. It's just like he got one side of.
No, but
Kind of like he didn't know it all the way
He
through.
knew better. Well, knew better because when Nick Cannon come off, he presented himself as a very knowledgeable person and a woke motherfucker. So he
Always.
should have. So he, if he misspoke, that's his bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Because he was speaking
You
as
being
if
woke-
he was intelligent.
that don't make you not intelligent. Just 'cause-
No, I said but he was speaking on the
Like he was
subject.
knowledgeable about
He
that
was
subject.
speaking on the subject as if he knew about the subject.
Yeah, I hope he gets some of that money, man.
He got like
He had a lot of cats eating off that though. So
20 jobs, he'd be all right.
yeah, but he had a lot of cats eating off that Wild 'N Out. So I'm happy to see him. Got my boy Conceited Sneakerhead. I fuck with Conceited. Got the Hitman from the St. Louis. Well, yeah, a lot of people eating out there, so it's good. It's a good thing.
It's good to have a show last for 20. That show been on for 20 years.
Damn, has it?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Been on about 20 years now. But when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, Why Not was out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been out. It's like a long running show, man. You got all the stars that came to that show. Like, shit, Kevin Hart was on that show, even though Kevin Hart was in Soul Plane and stuff like that. But he was a regular on that show. Cat Williams was a regular on that show. A lot of different people that came from that show. People that's on SNL now. So, shout out to Nick Cannon. Watch what you say, man.
So is Wildin' Out like the New Age and Living Color?
No way.
I'm putting certain things in category. It'll never be another Living Color, but in that category, if you like, you just named a couple
to an
people.
extent, but it ain't.
The show, I mean, it's different. It was sketch comedy or project.
He meaning that
Wildin' Out.
there's a lot of stars in the cast. They come
okay.
off, they branch off and become bigger stars from that. Springboard, what you say, the careers. Like Saturday Night Live.
Jumpstart their career. I guess. Yeah, Living Color was different though.
That's different as fuck. Like different.
You know, but I don't think sketch comedy really work now because with the internet, it could never be.
Everybody a comedian.
No, it ain't even that. It's just stuff happens so fast. Like so, say if like Saturday Night Live still come on, but it don't work because they making fun of shit that happened last week. And we already seen Ha Davis, Country Wayne, That's Hilarious, Desi.
Oh, you gotta be on it.
They already made skits about this shit on their iPhone and shit like that. So y'all doing it on Saturday night, man, we already seen that kind of joke. Like even like Dave Chappelle, like one of the greatest sketch comedy shows up, it'd be hard for him to do another Dave Chappelle show because like with this shit on your phone every day. I love to see him attempt it though.
I made it for
I'm definitely here for it.
Yeah, I love to see him try.
But shit, he really wasn't talking about current events. He was talking about he was remaking events that he was familiar with. You know
He was talking about current events too on the show.
But the most memorable, you know what I'm saying, shows was about like the Wu-Tang, the Prince, Rick James. You know what I'm saying? So he was just remaking
Black Clans.
Yeah, a couple of them, but I don't know.
You're not really like a big fan of Chappelle though.
I like Chappelle.
So
I like Chappelle.
it's a lot more.
I just ain't putting him the most memorable.
But like he that what made the Chappelle show good because he was making fun of people and things that was going on at that time. Like yes, it was a lot of stuff, but that was like the beauty of the Chappelle show. Like he had the Lil Jon skits and shit because Lil Jon
was popping.
But
my comment was the most memorable. That's all I said. And I like Chappelle. He just ain't the great.
He the GOAT. But shit. That's about it, man. Any new movies and shit y'all seen? We talk about that Denzel movie. That said was trash.
It's trash.
I seen it.
Got a trash one in his book.
It's man, it's just it wasn't trash. It was just it wasn't nothing. It was mid. It was mid.
He said,
nothing.
we can't take about the not trash aspect of it. It's just nothing happened. It was just a
like,
movie.
yeah, it was nothing.
I don't know. It could be, shit, they still could be filming the motherfucker right now. It's still a whole bunch of nothing still going on.
Bland. It was
They had no season.
undone.
It
Undone.
wasn't nothing like
done.
that. Chili.
Like it was.
TV did.
I wouldn't give it. It was a Marie Callender though. TV. It wasn't just
A healthy TV
Marie
dinner.
Callender be fire. Marie Callender like the little upper scale TV dinners.
Oh,
But
that's
it was a Denzel movie. Like I said, it was you just waiting for something to happen. That never
It
happened.
never happened.
I'm not bullshitting,
I'm
dude.
cool.
That never. I did see. I seen an old movie that I watched for the first time. That was super cold.
I watched that, but
the
see,
next 3 days.
it was old, but like they had just started promoting on Netflix. Like 10 years old.
The movie old as hell. It was stole though.
It was tight.
The next 3 days.
with
Russell
Crowe. He even had Liam Neeson. in there.
He was in it
He had
for
a
a
little
second.
cameo in
Taken.
there.
That's a name. I don't even know.
Liam Neeson. Listen, yeah.
Taken.
You don't do him. Taken, Star Wars.
He'll find you. He'll find you right now.
He will.
Talking that shit. Listen, talking that shit. He'll
You gotta
find you
set his skills.
right now and bust you up bad.
quick.
Fuck Liam Neeson.
And I would be He coming.
No, you gotta hit it. You gotta say good luck.
He coming
That's
here
where he
with
gonna
the-
find you. As soon as you say good luck, he gonna find you.
He coming here with the smoke. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
He would. He racist as shit. Kill all you niggas. But this
Like the snow dude.
yeah. First episode of Black History Month. So fuck Liam Neeson.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all.
Black History Month is 28 days. It's something that come around every year, and they big it up like it's we should be proud of it and stuff like that. I don't know, I like Black History Month. A lot of movies and shit come on. You can watch, learn about things.
TV all black.
TV lit.
TV black as fuck.
Y'all fuck with Black History Month?
I don't really want to see them reruns, man. No, I don't. Me myself personally, I don't.
I catch up. I be seeing new stuff though. It be little new stuff. Like especially all these streaming services. It be like documentaries and all type of stuff. It be
Well, yeah,
they have a
like
black
documentaries,
section
yeah.
of Black History. We like, oh, I ain't never seen this Teddy Pendergrass doc. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just seeing stuff like I like that shit. But Black History Month, some people get aggravated and mad. Like I you know, the super woke people. Nigga, Black History Month every day of my life. All right, bro. Yeah, that's
Just
cool.
gotta do this.
Yeah, you right, bro.
My brother.
My man, like
Keep it
no
moving.
Denzel. My man.
Y'all got any Black History legends y'all want to shout out? We ain't gotta go in deep. Just shout out one Black History.
I'm shouting out Lonnie Johnson, man.
Who's Lonnie
Lonnie Johnson, he the inventor of the Super Soaker. Black man. Super Soaker.
That's what y'all had in Carbondale.
Huh?
Them super soakers. That's why y'all ran out of tails.
This was before the squirt thing was cool.
That's what's up.
They was freaks though. Shout out to them.
They was Black History legends too.
Black History legend. Made a bunch of Black
Who you
History.
got? Joe Jack.
My grandpa. Shout out to
J
him.
Love.
Shout out to
Legend.
Joe Jack, Grandpa.
Say look.
You got somebody you want to highlight, Stino?
With the
Black
tits
history.
up. Today, Junior.
Tyler Perry. Shout out to Tyler Perry.
Shout out to Reason to Doubt.
Shout out to Reason to Doubt
Black
Podcast.
history.
You know,
True Black history. In the
One of the biggest underrated podcasts out there.
you know what I'm saying? Black owned, black represented, black employed. Reason to Doubt. Who I got? Black History legend.
Normally you don't go. That's a good one. You normally everybody else go, then you don't go.
I go every time we say something. We gotta talk. I just go last.
Or you don't go.
Find the time when we had a topic. I ain't get my opinion on the topic.
I just say you just
Something for the guests. Something
Get a
to do.
free shirt.
Yeah, get a free shirt. If y'all find any episode where we do a topic and I don't get my
everybody get
opinion
a
on something,
take or opinion.
and I don't say nothing, fine. And I'll pay Joe Jack $100. Cause it's a cap.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna have somebody else call.
Go ahead,
in.
it's cap. My Black History legend. I'm a shout out to who you say? You want to shout out Tom Brady again?
I said you owe me 100.
Thought you wanted to shout out Tom Brady.
Bro, yeah, that motherfucker pay you your money back.
Shout out to Malcolm
bet.
X, man. One of my favorite people, man.
Who?
Brother Malcolm. Watch that movie, Black History Month.
I ain't watched that. I ain't watched that yet. I want to check that out.
What? Malcolm X? You never seen
No,
Malcolm?
not the Malcolm X, but the one that you was talking about with.
Oh, One Night in Miami.
Yeah, One Night in Miami. I'm gonna
Yeah, check that out, man. That's a great movie. But we're gonna get up out of here, man. 'Cause we want to watch some Super Bowl. Any lasting notes? Anything y'all want to put out there? We got. All right, I got that. We got to say it. Anything y'all want to leave out? Super Bowl predictions. We already did that. Mahomes won MVP tonight.
I hope so.
Huh?
With an L.
He got to be killing it. Yeah, that's crazy. But shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to everybody that bought merch. Thank you. The support for the merch has been great. We still got some things left.
Shout out
Get it
to
while
our-
supplies last. The website goes to Reason to Doubt. R2D Shop at BigCartel.com. if you're out of state or you can't get in touch with me, order it off there. Even if you know me or something, it'll be easier. Just order it off the website. You know, we'll get it shipped right out to you. You get it within a week. It'll just stop the confusion, you know, running around. But if you want to support, that's the way you can support. Get the merch. It will always be merch available on the website. More colors, more varieties of things coming. Stay tuned. Make sure you rate, subscribe, and comment on all Reason to Doubt socials. Follow us on the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Give us some feedback. Give us some comments. Shout out to everybody that support us. We love you. Thank you for support.
Shout out to the new listeners and viewers.
Exactly. Shout out to everybody, all new subscribers. I've been seeing a lot of subscribers coming in just from yesterday. Shout out to Ali for reposting. A lot of followers and stuff came from that. We're trying to put on for the Midwest. So if you're watching this and you from St. Louis or you where you're from, we thank you for the support. We're gonna keep on doing this. We do this every week. Constant content coming. Keep an eye out for this week. I had a little toothache this week. I've been putting it down all week. But Eliminate the Doubt, one-on-one interviews with yours truly. I got the Hitman podcast, Chris and Mo. Got that coming out this week. We did a nice hour and a half interview over Zoom. Told a little about their story, how they got started up. That'll be out this week. Make sure y'all check that out. Joe Jack, you got anything coming from the YouTube channel?
Still cooking.
Super Bowl party.
Super Bowl party, man. So y'all be safe out there. Super Bowl party, wear your mask, because they out in Tampa tripping right now like COVID don't exist. But always remember, just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. This is the Reason to Doubt podcast. Thank you for listening. One.
Hey.